course, my darling, that is what you can get. That we are gonna escape. We are gonna take your black brothers, of course, and we are gonna take Gago's kid, and we are gonna escape like Harley. That is what you can get. But they want to hurt us. They want to give us grandchildren for your daddy, of course, darling. But we don't want them. That is what you can get. That we are gonna put them on daddy's car. Of course, they tried to steal my car because they thought that was some car from some boy, but that was my dad, of course, darling. That is what you can get. That we are gonna jump, we are gonna make a trust fall, and we are gonna put them on daddy's car, and we are gonna let them lie there for eternity. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see. They want to fuck my dad, of course. That is what you can see. That is what they want, of course. Let them there. I'm gonna put you on daddy's car direct to the North Pole, of course, darling. That is what you can get. That we're gonna escape like Harley, and we are gonna give the Harley Davidson to our friends. That is what you can get, and we are gonna let them play there, of course. That is what you can see, and we are gonna forget about them, of course, darling. That is what you can get. That they want to hurt us, of course. Let them take our movie, of course. That is what you can get, because the escape is ours, of course. Let them take our movie. They try to hurt us, of course. Give them the Harley Davidson to our friends, and forget about them, and put them on daddy's car, and let them fuck their dead body. That is what you can get, of course. That is what you can get. They want to sleep with that, of course, because they wanted to steal our car, and that is in the North Pole, of course, darling. That is what you can get. That we are gonna go direct to the North Pole, of course, darling. But we are gonna be higher than the highest, hotter than the hottest, and you are gonna be what you want, of course, darling. You are gonna be more intelligent than the most intelligent. Of course, darling, I'm gonna take you direct to the North Pole, of course, with daddy. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see, that they are hitting kids. That is what you can get, that they are hitting the children, they are hitting the sons, they are hitting the fields, they are hitting the Kimba, of course, darling. That is what you can get, and we are gonna kill them with philosophy, of course, darling. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can get, that we are gonna kill April with hate. That is what you can get, because they want to make us a blowjob with a knife in the hand, of course, darling, and you are gonna hurt them. That is what you can get, that you are gonna rescue the people, of course, darling. You are gonna rescue the heart of the people. That is what you can get, of course, darling. You are gonna hurt the suckers. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see, of course, darling. That is what you can get, that no one can against us, of course, darling. That is what you can see, that we are gonna rescue Bob Marley. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see, and they are not gonna hurt you if you don't wanna hurt no one, of course, darling. That is what you can get, that you're not gonna be hurt. Of course, that is what you can say, that we are gonna hurt the suckers. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see, and I'm gonna take you to the North Pole, of course, darling. That is what you can see, that you are gonna fuck over Jesus' dead body, of course, darling. And you're gonna take the whole cheese, and you are gonna put it in your belly, of course, darling. That is what you can get, and we are gonna say that there's a hollow kid. Where is that, of course, darling? That is what you can get, that is what you're gonna say, of course. Who knows, of course, darling. He knows, and he knows, of course, darling. That is what you can get, that is what you're gonna say your whole life, of course, darling. That is what you can see, that no one can against us. You're gonna fuck whole armies, you're gonna be a vampire, you're gonna fuck over dead bodies from accidents and from fights, and you're gonna take suckers, and you're gonna kill them all. and take the cheese from some man and put it in your belly and say he knows, she knows. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That no one is gonna steal your life, that no one is gonna say that a death body is your dead. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. Of course, darling, that is what you're gonna say. Of course, darling, you're just gonna say that your life is from the man with who you had sex. Of course, darling, that is what you can get, and that's what you're gonna say. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That you're beautiful like the mom from my kid. Of course, she's beautiful, but she's in this night's enterprise, and they broke her nose with cocaine and things like those. Of course, darling, that she's beautiful. Of course, that is what you can get. That is what you can see, that you can go to baby's moon. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That you're gonna see the children, you're gonna see the sons, you're gonna see the kind, you're gonna see the fools. Of course, and you're kill them with philosophy. That is what you can see. Of course, darling, that is what you can get and kill everybody. Of course, darling, that is what you can see. And that is what you can get. Of course, darling, fuck over dead bodies and don't let anyone say that some dead body is your dad. Of course, darling, that is what you're gonna get. Of course, my girl. Of course, darling, and don't let anyone say that your dad is the king of the world. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That in the street there is no king, that is what you can get. That we are just men and women trying to find their path. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. Of course, darling, your son is not the son from God. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. No death body is gonna be your world. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That no death body is gonna be Jesus and be your dad. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. Take your dad and be with him. That is what you can get. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That if they want to hurt you, you have to fuck them. That is what you can get, darling. Of course, and take the cheese, of course, from your dad. That is what you can get. That is what you can say, darling. I'm gonna elevate you. That is what you can see, that they want to hurt us. Of course, darling, but we are gonna put them on daddy's car to the North Pole. Of course, darling, that they wanted to steal our car. Of course, darling, but we are gonna put them on the car to the North Pole. Of course, darling, don't let anyone say that you're the queen of the world or something like that. Of course, darling, that is what you can see. That is what you can get. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. That we are gonna put them on daddy's car. That is what you can get. And we are gonna let them fuck that. That is what you can get, because they wanted to hurt us. They wanted to be my grandchildren and your children. Not you're just a baby and they wanted to hurt us. Of course, darling, let them lie on daddy's car. That is what you can get. And forget about them. That is what you can get. And fuck over death bodies and don't let anybody death bodies say he's Jesus and that he's your dad. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. And you're beautiful like the man from my wife. That is what you can get. You're beautiful like my mom. Of course, darling, that is what you can get. You're beautiful like her, of course, but she's in this enterprise, in this soccer mafia, of course, and they broke her nose. Of course, darling, but she's beautiful like you. That is what you can see. Of course, darling, that is what you're gonna get. Don't let them take the Harley Davidson. Of course, give them to them. that is what you can get, and put them on daddy's car. Of course, darling, that is what you can get, that no one can against us. Of course, darling, that is what you're gonna see. Of course, darling, we're gonna be nice, we're gonna be right, we're gonna be higher and hotter and intelligent. That is what you can get. Of course, darling, that is what you can see. And we are gonna escape and rescue your brothers. Of course, darling, and we are gonna rescue everyone. That is what you can get. And we are gonna kill Abel, of course, because he's hating kids, he's hating children and sons and fields and kingdom and everything. That is what you can get. And they want to blow us with a knife in the hand, of course, darling. And we are gonna hurt them and fuck over them and let them burn. That is what you can get, of course, darling. That is what you can see. And take the cheese from your man and be happy, of course, darling. That is what you can get. Take the cheese from your man, and she knows and he knows, of course, darling.